That's for the rookie British driver Justin Wilson. Well, he's happy to be racing at all this weekend as we take a look at Nick Highfield. You remember, we left Wilson a fortnight ago in Malaysia, exhausted and needing hospital treatment. He recovered quickly and was soon back at school. Louise explains.
It's 4 days since the Malaysian race, and most of the Formula 1 drivers are either testing or taking some time out with their families. No such luxury for Justin Wilson, though. When he's not working at a Grand Prix, he goes back to the day job.
I'm going to give you a bit of a briefing about what you're going to do.
Go, go. Justin, you're a Grand Prix star. What are you doing driving people around a racing track in Bedfordshire?
This is my day job. Do this up to 2 times a week this year, but in the past I've done it 4 or 5 times every week. I need money to live on, so I earn my salary by working here. All the money I get from sponsorship or the investment goes into paying for the drive, and I have to earn a living somehow.
You must need to have nerves of steel sometimes, don't you?
Yes, sometimes it's quite an interesting ride, but it changes so often. You get a lot of people who are a bit nervous, and it's really encouraging to see them build their confidence with you, so it's quite satisfying. But as you say, there's sometimes when you've got to just hang on. But you still learn, even from the passenger seat, you get to learn what a car's capable of in different situations. To have this opportunity to just sit next to people who are going that bit too much over the limit is quite educational.
Is there one particular car that you like instructing in the most?
If I had to choose one, I guess I'd choose the Evo, just because you get to be a bit of a hooligan in that one.
Don't know what you mean. Can't imagine that myself.
No, it's quite interesting.
What about the caterings? You look like you were having fun in those. I like your little trick.
Yeah, they're good fun. Very light, nimble little car, so you get to play with it, and when you wet the surface like that, it's quite a delicate operation, so it's good fun.
I mean, it's not all work, is it, though? I mean, you met your girlfriend Esther here, didn't you?
Yeah, I met her here. Got on very well and been going out for 3 years now.
What does she think of you making your Grand Prix debut?
She thinks it's fantastic. She's always been interested in motorsport, and she started working here after being around all the national racetracks and meetings, so yeah, she loves it as much as I do.
Have the other drivers reacted to you differently?
No, they're just the same. Some of them joke when you turn up in the morning saying, oh, well, your cars are ready and everything's ready for you, instead of having to do it myself. But, yeah, that's just banter.
Sorry, mate, you have to wait your turn, all right? Everybody else, you have to wait your turn, mate.
Get in there.
Does it bother you at all that on one side you are a Grand Prix driver, but you're still having to earn your living doing this, like you have done for the last 4 years? Does that bother you? Do you think you should have moved on from this?
It doesn't bother me, no. It'd be nice if you didn't have to and you could just concentrate on going to the gym and all the other activities, but that's the situation I'm in. I feel I'm in a fortunate position. There's another 40 guys out there who are all capable of doing a good job, and they don't get to go and race a Grand Prix car at the weekend.
How long do you envisage you'll carry on doing this for?
Until times when I don't need to do it. It's, I quite enjoy coming and doing this kind of thing, but I guess in a year or 2 years, it just depends on the financial situation of what drive I'm in at the time. The money I earn to live on, to pay the mortgage and pay for food to put on the table is coming from doing this job.
So really, your status hasn't changed from last year to this year?
No, not really, apart from the car I race at the weekends is much more sophisticated.